contrary, doing it different. Mubs got beat.
Maranatha, Shalom Bayat. Shabbat Shalom. All praises to the Most High. Start off giving blessings, honor, glory, and power. Be to him that sits upon the throne and to the Lamb forever and ever, man. Come on. The hate of the light. We dealing with player haterism of what is of the truth, that what is being brought forth in these last days. We got people that hate it, and a lot of people, they have no idea of the dynamics of issues that they are bringing onto themselves, inviting in wickedness, and they inviting in destruction into their own lives, and it all comes down to their pride and they self-hate of the light. Right here, we're gonna get straight to it, man. We got a lot of talk. We got a lot of false claimers breaking the commandments of the Most High Power. You know, breaking that third commandment.
In the Most High's name in vain.
That's right. They over there saying that they Israelites, but you don't give a good representation of that. You say that you down with the Most High Power, but you suck. Bad example for anybody. The self-destructive mentality. We got people that still say they Israelites and they don't even want to put on their fringes. Yeah, I mean, what I mean by fringe, talk about that blue border on that garment. It's that simple. $3. I think they're giving you a special. You buy one roll, they give you 3 for free. You ain't got no excuse. You can buy all the ribbons for everything that you got. But yet, God knows my heart. Yeah, it's desperately wicked. Jeremiah 17:9. You done. Ain't nobody acknowledging none of that but loving. The Most High, he wants to see actions. He wants to see correction. We go to Luke 6:46. He says, and why call you me Lord, Master, and do not the things which I say? And that's the same thing as equivalent with these people over here at the right in that corner, man. And when I'm saying that's equivalent, I'm talking about black people, quote unquote, so-called, that find out that they Israelites, but they still don't come to that light. They don't become that beacon of light. They are shown that they actually hate that light. You are just as effective of the black man being liberated and put up into his own as these folks right here at the right, Pastor Pork Chop loving and smudging. That's real talk. He said, so why are you calling me Lord and you don't do the things that I say? He said at 14, he said, if you love me, man, keep my commandments. Plain and simple.
Easy as that.
It comes down to the basics. You know, it all boils down to the basics. Keep the commandments. You seeing that your people is destroyed? You seeing that your people is at the bottom? They don't know what's going on. They in sin ignorantly, and they are being punished for it still, whether they know about it or not. So everybody that turns their ear from hearing the word, you ain't fooling no one. Only thing you're really doing is making a conscious entity target you. This is a conscious entity that we're talking about. We ain't talking about something like electricity that you can just flow and control the direction of it. You know, you can't manipulate this. This is a power that you cannot manipulate. You are not your own God. You are not in charge. The most high power is, and you hating that light, then you got the gang effed up. You worship a different God. It ain't the one in this book, and it ain't the one that's going to be saving us about it here. The one that saves the obedient people, man. He says, he that has my commandments. We have 14 and 21. He that has my commandments and keep them, he it is, or this is the one. That's the type of dude that loves me. He that has my commandments and keeps them, not just reads them, puts them into action. Actually adapt those concepts to their lifestyle and their state of being and mind. That's the type of dude that actually loves the Messiah. If you ain't that type of cat, I don't care what you think you're doing. You don't love the Messiah, because he could be walking here today looking like a dude and talking like a dude just like me, and you would be responding the exact same way. What do you think he's gonna say? He loves you? Do you think he's gonna walk up and say that? No. Pointless statement?
Nope.
That's that.
He's gonna say, depart from me, you worker of iniquity.
Depart from me. I don't know you. You know, I'm not. He ain't gonna sit here and appease to your complex of validation. Got some self-validating complex. That's not what's going on. You can't just force your way into how things work. He says it's the type that keeps the commandments. He it is that loves me. That's the type of dude that loves me. And he that loves me shall be loved of my Father. And I will love him. And will manifest myself to that type of dude. He ain't manifesting himself to anybody else. What for what? What good reason would it be? Tell me. What good reason would the manifestation of the Messiah be to a fornicator? You just make the fornicator think that the fornicator was cool fornicating.
Right.
Man, I was over there smacking it down all night long, chasing 3 women at night, having a whole little crazy monotony thing, you know? And at the end, you guess what I met? I met the Messiah. He gave me a pat on my back and said, man, I love you. You like, as a fornicator?
That's a rational way of thinking.
Yeah. It's very irrational and delusional.
Yep.
And if you really think about it, it would be pointless if that actually did happen. I'm like, other than negative. If it didn't do anything, that'd be a blessing for the world. If it does do anything, it would be negative. It will give legitimacy to somebody not actually walking and getting that reward of meeting him. Walking the walk to get that reward. And you won't give, you're teaching people not to get the incentive. That's how when you're using names in vain, or saying that I'm down with this, or I'm rocking with that, or even I'm with I'm with the Crips, but you ain't really cripping right. You a false flagger. Yeah. And when you show up, you're gonna get DP'd. Yeah. People want to put their hands on you for not even being around. Cause you false flagging.
That's how the Most High is tripping.
And that goes with schools. Yeah. So and that concept goes up and up and up all the way to the Most High power. Yeah. He's a master militant. He is not a master friend. He's not a master buddy. He's only your friend after you start showing that you can do everything that he says. Then he started looking at you like, okay, this cat knows everything that I know. Now that's my homie. Now I will manifest myself to him. He said, now therefore, so now that you know that, hearken unto me. This is still y'all shy talking, whether you know it or not. He said, hearken unto me. Oh, you children. That means obedient. An obedient vessel on earth. He says, because blessed are they that keep my ways. Hear instruction and be wise and refuse it not. What? Hear instruction. Hear somebody say, hey, nah, man, this ain't cool, because that right there is going to lead to negative consequences. And be a smart person, not a dummy. Be a smart person and refuse it not. Because the opposite of that would be a stupid person. If you're not wise, you're a fool. That's just that simple. That's not my calling. That's what this book is saying. I can't sit here and do nothing else but just read what it says. No pastor flatter fluff around here.
The straight truth. The truth hurt.
That's right. So man, people gotta sit here and be willing to hear instruction. Be wise. In other words, soldier up. This ain't no game. You see them brothers right here to the right? Them brothers right there, man. That's for real. If you asked me, I would leave it up to just them. I wouldn't leave it up to a guy that's saying, hey, yeah, I'm an Israelite, but I'm just gonna go back and have a dog farm. I ain't gonna wake my people up. I wanna raise puppies. I ain't gonna wake my people up. I'm gonna plant eggplants. I ain't gonna wake my people up. I wanna do stuff for myself. Nuh-uh. That is not right. Because it says right here in 8:34 Proverbs, blessed is the man that hears me. It's still y'all outside talking. Watching daily. Watching, that means waking that people up. Going out there making sure that ain't no trouble happening toward them. Only way that you can make sure trouble ain't happening to your people is if you actually have them acknowledge of their sins. Point out the sins and where they going wrong. You know, show my people they sins. Cry aloud, spare not. Say that stuff, man. Get out there. He said, and waiting at the post of my gate. Blesses these cats. Them gonna be the dudes that you can guarantee. I mean, they're gonna be the ones that's good. You gotta worry about the ones that ain't out there like that.
Right.
If you ain't out there like that, man, I'm gonna tell you, man, you probably ain't gonna make it through all this. That's the truth. You got some people that can't be out there, but that's because probably they ain't got legs. You feel me?
Right. Yep.
They probably is literally like disabled. But not no soldier, strong-bodied man who's willing to go out there and try to beat up on somebody else. You strong enough to do that, but you ain't strong enough to stand stiff for the Most High. Be serious to your people and let them know about their sins. Well, hey, according to the commandments, you won't even be blessed. According to Psalms 8:34, you won't be blessed. For whosoever finds me finds life. What? That's why. He said, and shall obtain favor of the Most High. Only those that find him. And how are you going to find? How are you going to find the spirit of wisdom without going through Yahushua?
Okay.
How are you going to find the spirit of wisdom? How are you going to find blessings without finding the Messiah? That's the type of person that's going to get wealth that's not going to corrupt. That's the type of person that's going to have a woman that's going to be honorable. That's the type of person that's going to be free. Not chained up in prison penitentiaries, man. Because you done lost your damn mind. And you refuse to receive the simple, wholesome correction.
Easy correction. I mean, it's not hard.
Wholesome. It'll fill voids.
Yeah.
You'll be like, oh man, I shouldn't eat pork. You're like, nah. You start not eating it, you're like, I feel better. Some people will start looking better.
Yeah.
Got some people that's just fat and they don't like it. You're like, well, if you cut that stuff out your diet and you were strict about it, stop eating gummy bears too. Because I'm trying to tell you, they'll get you.
That's pork, yeah.
Like, stop eating them things, and I'm trying to tell you, you will feel better about yourself. When you look in the mirror, you won't be feeling sick and ashamed and repulsed. Proverbs 8:36, and he said, but he that sins against me wrongs his own soul. Like I just said, I didn't even know that scripture was coming like that. I didn't know if we was going to go to Jeremiah. I didn't know where we was going. This is just the truth. And the scriptures will back up the elaboration. And it keeps happening over and 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 over. So you keep on running into the same thing I'm saying one verse later. Just because you read it, you put it down. No, I'm trying to tell you, man. I jot these things down. I really just throw things in together, kind of. I do it with, calculated steps. But at the same time, no, I'm not rehearsing. I'm not proofreading or anything of the sort.
Learning as I'm teaching.
Learning as I'm teaching, man. I like to be surprised too about the next slide. So it says, he that sins against me, he wrongs his own self, his own life, fucks up his own thing going. He said, all they that hate me love death. What? All they that hate me, I mean, all those that break up the commandments, they love death.
Choose life or death. Deuteronomy 30.
You must like being at the bottom. You must love being just last picked.
Damn.
Last hired, first fired. You know?
Yep.
And then look, as you see in the right, man, we got sinners right there. You look at the bottom, man. That's one of our people's role models, leading our people's mentality right there. Love and death. That's the epitome of the symbolism of love and death.
Yeah, the rainbow. You know what I mean? Blood splatter.
Yeah.
And then that's, you know what I mean? Yeah.
Ain't that crazy?
That's a symbol of love, but he's actually dying.
Yeah.
He's loving death.
Loving death.
Dang.
That's nuts, huh?
Yeah.
All praises to the Most High, Bahasham Yahshua HaMashiach. He says, so know at 7 and 9. So all that hate the Most High loves death. He says, so know therefore that the Most High, your power, He is God, the faithful God, which keeps covenant and mercy. That's the type of God that He is. He's faithful because He holds people to that term. He ain't faithful because you're like, because I believe in Him and I like what I heard about Him. And I believe in that He can do that. That's not what He was talking about. When they're talking about faith, we're talking about holding up your end of the deal. Faith without works is dead. Yes, exactly, because you're not keeping the commandments. You love death. You lack faith. Because you don't even believe that this guy is going to do something to you for being in the wrong.
Not trying to accept correction. Even though you do get tripped on for doing wrong, you still don't, you know what I mean, don't subscribe that to the Most High.
You don't subscribe to the Most High. You just think that you need to plan better.
Yeah.
Next time. Hey man, he says He keeps the covenant and mercy with them. That love, He keeps the covenant. And the covenant is basically you're going to get trick mode. There's a trick mode all up in the covenant.
Yeah.
He's like, and there's mercy. Like He will acknowledge that you have corrected yourself.
Come on.
You know what I'm saying? If you show that you keep His commandments by loving Him. You know what I'm saying? And that applies to 1,000 generations. We're in that. We're part of that 1,000 generation. So them terms is still in play and in motion and in good right now. But it's all about the redirection of the way that you're getting down, the redirection of your mind. You can't be out here thinking that you're going to fall in through the cracks. If you ain't out there standing up for your people, to your people, rebuking them and acknowledging them of their sins, man, you're good for nothing. We don't need you. Because when the war was actually out there, that's getting out on that battlefield in them trenches. When it was out there, you wasn't nowhere to be found. Man, you ain't making it. Shalom on my ass. Excuse my language, children. But there ain't no peace to the ungodly. Ain't no salvation for the wicked. We're dealing with a whole new type of world, man. Where dudes like this on here in the corner ain't gonna be actually surviving and procreating. Or somebody that was whack as heck procreated this lump of sin. What? You saying that you knocking the bum? Yeah, I said it, I'm knocking the bum. Why? Because Deuteronomy 7:10 knocks bums. He says, and repays them that hate him right to their face to destroy them. Isn't these brothers right here destroyed?
Yeah. Back.
That's because they don't keep up the commandments. What is he rolling up right now? Blunt. Bum in the corner rolling up a blunt. What? For real. Hoping and wishing and dreaming for a blessing. Probably got the wildest dreams. I done dreamed that an angel came and touched me and told me, shut it down. Shut that Christianity stuff down. We done with that shit now.
Following your typical strange smoke, man. You got that blunt over there knowing that it causes cancer and you still consuming it?
Can't nobody rock with you amicably.
Yeah.
I can't even sit in the same room with you without you making me want to throw up.
Right.
He said, and repays them that hate him to their face. He said, to destroy them. What? To destroy them. And he ain't gonna be slack to him that hates him. He repays them where?
To his face.
Right smack dab in their mouth. Right smack dab in that nose. You gonna know, like, man, my life sucks. Yeah, you will be saying that. You're going to say that when the moment you say that, realize how many sins that you don't keep. Look at them camp dudes and realize how far you are from them. Look at them and say to yourself, that's that void from that paradise to hell. Them niggas is long gone. And I can see him when I'm talking about dip some water right here and get me some drinking. No! Ain't nobody dipping water, nothing touching tongues, nothing around here. Because the Most High power is in motion, man. These are last days. With the children of Israel, man, you got the game twisted. He said, the man that wanders out of the way of understanding, yeah, Proverbs 21:16. The man that wanders out of the way of the type of dude that wanders out of the way of understanding, what? He shall remain in the congregation of the dead. And you can look at that either way. The congregation of the dead ends up right here in the congregation of the real dead. The niggas in the penitentiary. And the other one is dead in graves.
Right.
And before you get there, you be hanging out with just brainless, stupid Negroes.
Yeah.
That's all congregations of the dead.
Have no life, have no commandments.
Yeah, no commandments.
They have no deal.
They chose death.
Yeah.
They didn't choose life. He said, the fear of the Most High, he is the beginning of wisdom. And a good understanding have all they that what? Do his commandments. What? All they that do his commandments. So when it says right here in Proverbs 21:16, the man that wanders out of the way of understanding, that means the wandered out of the way of doing the commandments shall remain in the congregation of the dead. Yeah, that scripture said it. And I said it. Sirach 2:12. Because he says, woe be to the fearful heart and faint hands. And the sinner that what? Goes two ways. I'm an Israelite, but I I like to be a player. You know? I'm an Israelite. But, I don't really keep the Sabbath. I don't like to wake the people up. You have two ways. That's the way of people that don't know they're Israelites. They do that. They don't wake the people up. They sit around smoking blunts.
Right.
They cussing and fussing.
Yeah.
But then at the same time, I'm an Israelite. We Hebrews. No, we ain't Hebrews. Yeah. Whatever it is that you are, I am not. You want to call yourself Hebrew? I'm not that. I'm an Israelite. You want to call yourself an Israelite? I'm not that. I'm Zion. You want to call yourself Zion? Nigga, I'm not that. I'm a Hebrew.
You want to call yourself a Hebrew? I'm not that. I'm a soldier of the Most High.
Yeah, soldier of the Most High, nigga. You want to call yourself Zion? Yeah, I'm a son of thunder.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, I'm just going to keep on getting away.
Yeah.
Like, no, I'm not that. Nah, man, okay, I'm an angel. Yeah, now you can go ahead and radicalize me and bash me.
Yeah.
But I'm gonna be there. I can take all that. But if anybody want to test me on why I said it, I can prove it. He say, Shalom, B Brown.
Shalom.
B Brown said, Shalom, battle last, what's up? B. Brown, man, all praises to the Most High power. He says, woe unto him that is faint-hearted. He said, because he believes not. That is the antidote for your examination on their behavior. You're going to say, okay, well, not the antidote, but the conclusion, my bad. That's the conclusion on the examination of their behavior when you see that people are not willing to go out there and wake the people up. When you say, hey, man, we got to get out there. You got to rebuke people if they sin. You got to be a light. You got to be a beacon. You got to expose truth to the unknown departments that are important. You don't want to do that. It's only because this person doesn't believe. That's the conclusion. They might say, well, I want to do this. Well, I have this going on. Well, this and that was this. Well, this and this. When that happened, I couldn't. No. At the end of the day, the Most High says, no, this dude just doesn't believe. He don't believe that the Most High gonna do anything.
Yeah, that's true.
He thinks that the Most High is gonna be like, yeah, but I'm waiting for that day. There's another day when he's gonna get himself together, and I'm waiting for that. Man, you got the game messed up, man. You got it twisted. That is not the case, because Most High said, he said, because for that disbelief and not going out there and being faint and having two ways, he says you ain't gonna be defended. He says for that reason he shall not be defended.
The Most High is our defense.
That's right.
He's our protection. He defends us.
Yes.
He ain't gonna do that for you. You didn't have faith in him.
You didn't have faith. You're a non-believer. We at 14, he says, woe unto you that have lost patience. What? Destruction. Utter destruction unto you that have lost patience. And that's them cats that reverted back to their own vomit. After they done heard the righteousness of the word. You went back on your old frivolous vanity ways. Or you kept up with this for a little bit, and then just all of a sudden you just fell off out of nowhere. Man, you done lost patience, and that's utter destruction unto you. He says, and what will you do when the Most High shall visit you? Dummy. What you gonna do when the Most High visits you? Because you left the Israelites. You know what I'm saying? When we come up to you, hey man, brother, what's up, man? You know, say you want to know about your nationality. You want to wake up the people. You know, say, yeah, I'm done with my nationality. Yeah, I'll wake my people up. And then you say, oh man, I had to go and I have to start working on something else now. You know, I don't even care. Just want to get back and just be a normal person. Oh yeah, you do.
You lost faith.
Okay. Like, look how you acted right now with us, and you got away with it. You were able to get away with it because I can't just sit here and just stone you to fucking death like I want to. Excuse my language, children. I can't sit here and just put a battle axe through your head. Like I really just visualized when you said some stupid stuff like that to me. But what I really just do is just sit here and look and be like, okay, though. Let's see what happens, though, when the Most High shows up on him, though. You won't be talking that much.
Yeah, we're going to see who's holy.
Yes. Because right here at 15, it says, they that fear the Most High will not disobey his word. And they that love him will most definitely, without a doubt, unquestionably, keep his ways. They that fear the Most High, they will seek which is that which is well. They would not be sitting there smoking blunts. They would literally look at the package and say, okay, what does it say about it? It says, oh, this is poisonous, it causes cancer. It will kill me. Oh. I can't be sitting here wrapping up my smoke with this crap. He said, they that fear the Most High will seek that which is well and pleasing unto him. And they that love him shall be filled with the law. Because if you go to Genesis 1 and 1 and 29 about the herbs. Yeah. He said that it's good. In other words, well. Yeah. Green, seed-bearing herbs, not tobacco leaves. The kind that the bugs and the beasts eat. The bugs and the beasts and the animals of the field be eating. Not tobacco, natural pesticide and insecticide. and a fungicide. It's a fungicide, an insecticide, and a pesticide. You know what that means? In other words, it kills everything it comes in contact with. It kills everything it comes in contact with. That's why you can get a wet bag of tobacco and it ain't molding. All soggy and moist and mildewy. Ain't mildewy. Yeah. But let it be some bread in that same condition. You'll be smelling that person from 3 feet away. You know?
There's some deadly in that.
It's a death item itself.
It's already in the death state.
Yes.
Doesn't need to mold.
That's why
molded.
That's why it turns deep brown.
Yeah.
It's literally letting you know, like, no, this thing right here has a chemical change. It's dealing with chemicals.
Yeah.
You know? He said they will be filled with the law. But they ain't keeping the law, statutes, and commandments, man. They ain't filled with the laws of the Most High power, man. And that's just truth and the real be told. Because we go right here to Ephesians 5 and 8. He says, because you were sometimes darkness back in the day, but now you Israelite, self-proclaiming Israelite, self-practicing Israelite. He says, but now you, when it comes to you, you're light. You know what I'm saying? You're light. That's in Yahweh or in the Master. He says, so walk as children of light. You got to be out there exposing that which has been kept in the darkness. The only way that you can do that is by teaching. The only way that you can go and teach is if you have one come teach you. And you don't believe me, go to Sirach 6 and 6. It says you can hold friendship with many, but of 1,000 have only one counselor. That's it. Hold friendship with many, you have a lot of friends. Don't learn from nobody but one person. If the Most High actually has given you one, you better not take that for granted. You don't know the evil you do. You be having the spirit of Korah. You go right there to Numbers 16 and 1 and go ahead and read that. You're going to be destroyed for thinking that I'm an Israelite. Since you're an Israelite and I'm an Israelite, I can just go ahead and bypass your ass and just do what I want to do and learn how I want. No.
Let's learn from one.
You got to learn from one. You know? Like me. I'm gonna throw it out there. If I'm going to go and operate outside of what I'm doing, I will only go and watch one body in Yahushua. That's it.
Surreal.
I don't watch nobody else. I don't care what IUIC and them doing. I have nothing against them. You know what I'm saying? They're saying the same thing as one body. It's all the same thing. But I'm telling you, I still only have just one camp that I'll watch. And I won't watch not another. Come down to the documentaries, just Big Judah. The guy with the Spanish Inquisitions and all that.
Yeah.
That's it. If I'm gonna deal with an African, I deal with the dude, I can't pronounce it, but it's like Mokom Boom. Man, it's a crazy 2 names. I'm serious. The syllables of it, I think it's like 11 syllables to say his name. You know? But I only deal with just one. Pick one. If I'm gonna be learning about Africa, being in South Africa, I go to Truth Unveiled. Just one. Choose one. Damn, man, let you giving up on it? No. 10% of my knowledge comes from them. 90% of my knowledge comes from what I'm doing over here. Through the Ruwakadash, Bahasha Yahusha Mashiach. That's right. He says, for you were sometime darkness, but now you light in the Master. Walk, you as children of light. You had to start exposing the lies and the deceptions. Stand up for your people. Be strong. Because the fruit of the Spirit is in all goodness. So when it says, I created these herbs, yeah, and I saw that as good, them seed-bearing herbs, that means you ain't supposed to be out there smoking tobacco. You got to be in all goodness. And everything that you got, everything that you're doing, it has to be acceptable by the Most High Power. That's how you, quote unquote, walk with God. You don't walk with God by doing sins or doing whatever the heck you want to and saying, yeah, I love you, God, and I pray to you, God. Like, nobody cares about all that stuff. What use of it is it? You ain't adding to the solution. So now you're just part of the problem. You feel me?
You tell the Most High that you love Him, but you don't want to keep His commandments.
But you don't keep His commandments, so you're part of the problem.
Yeah. Still,
you're not the solution. You know? That's why I said the fruit, or the outcome, or the result, or the indications of the Spirit is all goodness and righteousness. Righteousness, that is the what? Following of the commandments, the fearing of the Most High. And in truth is acknowledging them as the truth, is the law, statutes, and commandments. That's it. You will be a law, statute, and commandment rounded individual.
Yeah.
You be well rounded in all degrees.
In your actions.
Exactly.
Everything about you.
Everything.
Your dress code.
Yes. Exactly.
Your speech.
When people see you, they will see that you're different.
Yeah.
Or other words, the ancient word will be kadash, which is holy, set apart, special, peculiar, outstanding, different. You know?
That's right.
That's right. Because why? Because when you do that, you be proving what is acceptable unto the Most High. You see that Genesis 1:29? That picture is that? No, it's the picture. It's Genesis 1:29.
Yeah, I see it. Yeah, I see it.
Genesis 1:29 versus the obvious.
Dang, I didn't even see. You know what I mean? Even these people. You know what I mean? The person whoever made this cigarette. You know what I mean? Picture. They showed that it's causing people to die.
That's right.
They even know it.
That's right.
Yeah, you're gonna be smarter than the heathen.
How are you gonna be stupider than the heathen?
For real.
He said, because it is a shame even to speak of those things. What? It's a shame to even mention that you're gonna be smoking a blunt. It's a shame that you're gonna even mention that you're gonna be over here tearing up the city. It's a shame that you be mentioning that you're gonna be getting effed up tonight. You getting twisted. You just getting a little sip on, drinking a little of that strong drink. He said, "No, man, it's a shame to even speak of those things when you out there rapping, which are done of them in secret in them studio booths."
Right. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? You know what I mean? It's sad. You know what I mean? To put our people on blast, what we got to.
It
has to.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like, man, it's our people. You know what I mean? But our people got to be reproved.
They got to be reproved. And it's because of these actions that they doing right here that they commit and think that it's actually cool. If they were even talking about this stuff in secret, it is a shame.
Damn.
You know, usually you feel ashamed when you are exposed openly.
Yeah.
But this one right here, the Most High looking at you like, man, you know that you should be ashamed to even mention that in privacy of your own home. He says, but all things that are reproved are made manifest by what? One nation set apart. No. But it did say that we are light.
Yes.
So yes, it'll be made manifest by Yahushua Hamashiach through one nation set apart over here, man. Battle axe and Akmalak. He says, for whatsoever does make manifest, he is light. If you're the type of dude that actually exposes truth to lies, or you expose The word I'm looking for is positivity, or no, not. No, I guess I can just take that. You show people positivity versus negativity that they're actually committing. You exposing to them and manifesting the truth, and that by doing that, you are a beacon of light. You let a person know, hey man, today is the Sabbath. Do you know that you breaking the Sabbath? You're like, oh no, I didn't know. You're like, well, yeah, you do. You just now became light. And the only way that can actually be taken seriously is if you are not breaking the Sabbath yourself when you say it. You can't be standing in a grocery market, standing in line with a handful of groceries, telling somebody else, like, today is the Sabbath.
Yeah, that's hypocrite.
Yeah. You can't be sitting at your house on your ass talking about, today is the Sabbath. We're supposed to be just resting. You're like, you're not taking it contextually. Those people were out of their enemy's land. You're in your enemy's lands, and your people is completely in sin. They have no idea what you're doing and what this day is about. So you got to get out there and sin unless you are literally part of the problem. He said, so for that reason, he says, awake you thou that sleeps, and arise from the dead, and Hamashiach shall give you light. Ephesians 5:4. That was Ephesians 5:14. You feel me? He said, wherefore, he says, remember that, Ephesians 5:14. I'm dropping on somebody, man, awake thou that sleeps. Like, man, you dead sleep, man. You have no idea what you talking about. He said, and arise from the dead. Stop sinning. Stop smoking. Stop doing self-destructive behavior.
Against the commandments, man.
Because that's what the commandments is a it's a preserving mechanism. It's all about life perseverance. It's to avoid the problems before they happen.
That's
you
right.
don't have to run into cancer to know that tobacco is bad. You don't have to run into liver disease to know that alcoholism kills. You know? You don't have to have a heart attack to know that pork is deadly.
Back. You know what I mean? Yeah, if you keep concluding that you just was rebellious and that's why those things came upon you.
Right.
Because you wasn't being obedient to the commandments. You wasn't preserving your life.
Exactly. Even like having a crazy ass wife too.
Right. Yeah.
Having a crazy ass chick, that's because you're not dope. You're not dope according to the standards of this book. According to the standards of everybody else that was held to these terms and actually got they actually experienced repercussions for not living up to the standard. You is an embarrassment to them.
Man, for real.
And a complete blatant disrespect. You sit there and even think for 1 minute till you can say, well, God knows my heart. We have a personal relationship. You be like, no. He had a personal relationship with Jeremiah. All right? He had a personal relationship with Daniel.
Right.
Shut that shit down.
Right.
These were the prophets that was going out, letting it be known.
Moses.
People wasn't sitting around talking about, oh yeah, we good. I'm good because I feel all right. I have an emotional, I have an emotional sensation when I think about that concept. Nigga, you think that's love? No, you're weird.
Yeah.
That's weird. It's just as stupid as loving a dog. Like it's cool. I like him, but no, he is not on the level of a human being.
Right.
He's not.
The beast.
He's a beast, and you know about it because when he dies, you might shed a couple of tears once.
Right. And all it, I mean, even when it's there, I mean, they already the Bible lets you know the dog comes back. Here it is. He goes back to his vomit.
He goes back to his vomit. He belongs outside.
Yeah.
John 3:18 says, "He that believes on him," because the other ones that are faint-hearted, they believe not. But he that believes on him is not condemned. You ain't gonna be the one getting tricked on, judged in a negative way. He said, but he that believes not, he is judged in a negative way already, because he has not believed in the name or the reputation or the get down or the walk or the only begotten Son.
That's right.
Of the Most High Power. that brother over there on the right teaching his people?
Ah,
That's his name.
all pictures you see of the Messiah, he's always teaching. Even though they be having a different, they change the colors of the faces. You know what I mean? They still be showing that he be teaching
Right.
everywhere he is.
Right. In all colors.
That's what he teaching. We want to wake people up.
And we got the black version this one.
Ah,
See that?
yeah. All praise to the Most High.
That's what it is, man. That's his name. That's what he's actually. When we talk about this, and we're gonna go into it real quick, just skim on it, touch it on it. When we come to think about the Messiah, or who the world ignorantly knows as J-Bomb, J-E-S-U-S,
Right.
this already comes to mind. That's literally like what people remember him by, or his remembrance. They remember him by doing that and the miracles in the process of him doing this.
Right.
All the miracles and everything, all the stuff went down in the midst of a group of people, and he's constantly teaching, and he's running across the public consistently as he's doing it.
Right.
You know? He said, and this is the condemnation. So this right here is how you get tripped on by the Most High Power. Alright? This is the formula. The light is coming to the world. The brothers right there. And of the light, as you see, clear example. It's coming to the world. He's like, but what? But what happened though? And men love darkness rather than light because their deeds were evil. That right there is the formula on to get tripped on big time. It's not that you didn't hear it. It's not that you ran from the word. It's literally because you met one. The moment you meet an Israelite and you say, nah man, I ain't with that, or that nigga tripping, or the motherfuckers is weird, or anything that rationalizes you to disqualify these guys as the truth. Guess what? You have received condemnation.
Yep.
The punishment is on like Donkey Kong.
Yeah.
And it's happening right to your face. You're going to know that your life is going to be unpleasant. He said, because everyone that does evil hate the light.
I'd never find someone to help me that
And neither
there was something wrong
comes
with
to
my
the
life
light
that no one understood and
lest his deeds should be reproved. That's why a lot of people they ain't be showing up to the congregation. That's why a lot of people they don't even call the flyers twice.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Nobody, you know what I'm saying? Nobody does none of those things. And it's because we're in a world that has been grossly, that means pretty much in whole or excessively in darkness. This is a world, this is a people that we live amongst that has been raised in ignorance and loving it. Proverbs 1:20, you know, at 1:24. Simple ones love simplicity. Come on now, you stupid. How long you stupid people gonna love stupid stuff?
Yeah, for real.
How long you stupid people gonna enjoy being spoon-fed like you stupid? Exercise your brain muscle, idiot. Exercise your brain muscle. It's a muscle. Use that. And then look at yourself and know that you is whack. That's the first step that you gotta do. Is acknowledge that you ain't diddly squizzity squat. And that you are worthless to the real cause of doing anything in a mad scale. You are worthless. Like your position is literally to go into the bleachers and just go watch as we get busy.
Man.
We don't need you on the team. Depending on the weakest link. John 3:21. He said, but he that does what? That doeth truth. I mean, the do that means to put into action them law, statutes, and commandments, that truth according to Psalms 119 and 147. He said, but he that does truth, he comes to the light. The type of person that actually will get down in the way that the Most High Power will be accepting and deeming as acceptable, they will gravitate towards doing what you see this brother right here doing. They will take the initiative to either join or start one themselves with their people. And when they see that their people are doing it, they won't get the Cora disease and feel jealous about it and say, oh, that dude beat me to the punch to the priesthoodship. Well, let me go try to be my own little ready-made makeshift priest on the side. He who ain't with us is against us.
God.
He who gathers not with me scatters abroad.
God.
What? He who gathers not with me scatters abroad. He said, but he that doeth the truth comes to the light, that his deeds may be made manifest. And that they are wrought of the Most High.
Contrary.
And that they that they are wrought or brought forth or manifesting or coming about, existing, working through, worked up in God, man. Because when the brother he comes to the light, he's come to the light because he knows in his heart that he come here to learn how to teach the same way that you are. So he can prove that what he's doing comes from God. You know? All these things are being done in the acceptability of what God has deemed. You feel me? That's just a clear cut and dry. That's a clear cut and dry way of how we gotta go about these things when it comes down to the Most High Power, when it comes down to this light, when it comes down to accepting your reproof, when it comes down to you going out there and not being a hypocrite and teaching your people over their sins the same way that Yahushua did. Because you are able to do that because you don't commit those same sins that you are actually trying to condemn people or you're trying to reprove people from doing. You can't sit there and say we need to be holy when you smoke blunt. You can't say that we need to be holy when we got people that's fornicators. We can't be, for real, you can't say that we holy when you ain't even got on your borders of blue. What are you talking about? No, you of the world. You have not even reproved none of your deeds. The way that you get down proves that they are not wrought in God. You dress like you are wrought in the world. Your clothing pattern was wrought in the world. Worked up.
Yeah, brought up. Worldly.
Yeah.
Babylonish. We're in the world of Babylon.
Yeah, man.
Babylonish person.
And that's that Maranatha, you feel me? Our master, he does show up. And he here now, and he's spying on us. All praise to the Most High, Bahashan Yahushua HaMashiach. Glory be to the Almighty. Hallelujah. Shalom Bayah. Peace to your house. Peace to your crib. If you keep them commandments. If you don't, man, you leaning on your own understanding and you don't trust in the Most High. You in violation of 3 and 5 of the Proverbs. Do you feel me?
Direct violation. Trusting in yourself, thinking that you're gonna stay yourself out of this condition that you're in.
Stay in violation of Proverbs. Those people are just nerds. They need to be straight curbs. We ain't dealing with them. West Coast, we ain't dealing with them villains no more. We them Israelites, because now we the children of light and no more of that dark though. We gotta shine out there. We gotta bring up the light, let everybody know that they have been brought up in this whole world under them lies. Pastor Pork Chop need to be slapped the socks right in between his eyes.
Yeah.
Because he ain't teaching you life, he's teaching you death. He's teaching you how to lose your breath. Because he's hecka whack. He be smoking crack. He be buying smack.
Yeah.
All praises to the Most High, man. Bahashan, Yao Shai, Hamashiach, Hallelujah, Ak Malak, Ak Battle Axe, / Finahas, the brass mouth. Yeah, my gums is black. My brass mouth, my gums is black. You feel me? And until the next time, all praises to the Most High. Keep them commandments. Shine that light. Let everybody know about their wickedness and that they are doomed for destruction, whether they hear about it or not. Nobody cares if you run off. The wicked flee. But the Most High is not to be mocked. Whatever a man soweth, that is what he shall reapeth. And we out. Drop that beat.